What's up guys, it's Josh back with another video, and today I wanted to show you guys a front-end application for the APT package manager. Let's check it out. So as I stated in the intro of the video, I wanted to show you guys a front-end application for the APT package manager. Now, typically a front-end application is viewed as a graphical application that sits on top of another application, and you can do all those tasks from a graphical environment. Well, this application does still sit on front of the APT package manager, which is a command line application that you use on most Debian-based distributions to install your packages on there. Well, this is a command line tool as well. It just sits on top of the APT package manager, and it makes it look a whole lot cleaner. And to be honest, when I first started using Linux, I was highly confused when I ran the APT package manager, seeing, reading all the lines that pop up like it's hitting the repositories, and I was like totally lost, totally confused. Well, Nyla tends to clean this up, get rid of redundant information that's shown, and gives you a whole lot better experience installing applications from the command line. So let's hop over to Ubuntu 22.04 so I can show you guys how to get this installed, and I can walk you guys through how to actually use it. So let's get to it.
Before we move forward, I wanted to ask the KeepItTechie fam to consider joining my channel membership. By joining the membership, you can support the channel, get access to member-only videos, tech mentorship, early technical course access, and exclusive Linux content. Thanks, and back to the video.
Okay, so before I get it installed, I wanted to show you the actual project. So it's the Nyla project on GitLab, and you can go through and check out the project. You can contribute to the project, all that good stuff. But as you can see, this is the main repository, and they basically have a README down here. You can go through it, table of contents. Basically breaks down everything you could do with it, the installation process, parallel downloads, which is one cool thing about it. It supposedly makes it a whole lot better because you can do parallel downloads of applications or packages. So it'll download more than one package at a time. And then fetch history. And the cool part about it, I like this history feature because I played around with it a little bit, and the history feature is super cool. Now, just to give you a little bit more information about it, Nyla is a front end for libapt-package. Specifically, we interface using the Python apt API. Especially for newer users, it can be hard to understand what apt is trying to do when installing or upgrading. We aim to solve this by not showing some redundant messages, formatting the packages better, and using color to show specifically what happens with a package during install, removal, or upgrade. And that's dope. I'm glad someone has actually tackled this problem, because that's been a problem from the beginning, to be honest, at least for me. I mean, yeah, I understand it's a Linux way, but this will make things a little bit easier and try to help people that are kind of timid to using the command line, make it a little bit easier for them to get used to actually using the command line by cleaning it up. Because before, I told you, when I would see stuff getting installed on using apt or trying to install things using apt, I had no clue what it was doing. This cleans it up, make it a whole lot better looking for you. And the installation instructions are on the wiki page. I already have those installation instructions, and I'll walk you guys through how to do it. I also have a link to my website with the commands that I run in the command line. So I just wanted to show you guys that, and I'll have the package down in the description of the video as well, so you can check it out on GitLab if you want to. So let's minimize that, open up our terminal, and get to the install. Now let's make this thing a little bit bigger right fast so you guys can see exactly what I'm typing. And like I said, if you want to follow along, I should have this stuff on my website pretty soon, so you guys can just copy paste the commands into your system to get this thing installed. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is add the repo to our system. So I already had a command copied, but it's basically echo, and then it's echoing that information into a sources file. So this is the actual repo. So you'll see it. I mean, just follow along. It's not that difficult. Type in our sudo password, boom, we're good to go. So we have that repo added to our system. Now the next thing we need to do is add our GPG keys. So I already had a command copied as well, but it's basically using wget, downloading the key from this link right here, and then adding it to our system. So let's press enter there. I'm going to take a second. Now the next thing you want to do is update your system. You could just use the app package manager. So sudo apt updates, and that'll refresh that repo for us. So let's press enter. And as you can see, that repo is added, so we're good to go. That lets us know that we can install that package now. So the package name is Nyla. So all we have to do is type sudo apt install Nyla, and it's Nala. Press enter. They'll go through and install, and it's mostly like I said, like I read, it's a Python application. Uses a lot of Python, so you see a lot of Python packages getting installed on the system. So I'll come back when this actually finishes. I installed it on another computer. It does take a little time, not that much, but I'll come back when it actually finishes. All right, cool. So we are done with the install. Very simple process, like I said. Now before I run Nyla for the first time, I wanted to show you guys, or remind you guys, of what it looks like to install things using apps, and then I'll show you guys Nyla. And I won't install the actual application. I just want to show you guys what it'll say when you first try to install something using apps. So sudo apt install, and what we'll test out is Node.js. So let's press enter, and boom. Now I won't hit yes because I don't want to install it, but as you can see, I didn't understand none of this stuff, and it didn't even look this cleaner back in the day when I was using like Ubuntu, I don't know, 12, 14 or something like that, when I first was playing around with it. So it was totally different. It looks a little bit cleaner, but I just wanted to show you guys this before I run Nyla so you can see the difference. So super cool. I mean, that's the typical way of installing an application. So I'm gonna type in for no, and we're gonna actually install it using Nyla. So and let me show you guys a better way. Let's open up another terminal. Let's open up another terminal and zoom in on it. That way we can have it side by side. So let's zoom in, boom, and zoom in one more time, boom. And then let's put this one on the left, and let's put this one on the left, and then let's put this one on the right, boom. Yeah, let's go that way. All right, so you guys can see. All right, so let's go on and type Nyla now. So let's type sudo Nyla and install, and the commands are pretty much the same, and I'll show you guys the man page right fast so you guys can see everything. But I just want to give you a comparison, one-to-one comparison right fast before I get into the man page. But Node.js, press enter, and let's type in our password, and I believe we can stop it. I'm not 100% sure, but let's scroll up and let me show you guys a little bit. So this is basically breaking down those auto removes that were up here at the top when we ran it. The following packages are automatically installed and are no longer required. That's what that means right there. It breaks it out and makes it a whole lot easier. So auto removing, these are the packages that it's going to auto remove, and it's got it in a nice little table. You see the package name, you see the version, and you'll be able to see everything. If the terminal was a little bit bigger, right now you can't see everything, but it's cleaner. You know what I'm saying? It's in a table format. And if we go down a little further, this is what it's actually installing. So it shows you all the packages. So Node.js and all its dependencies. So Node.js docs, libc array, and it lists all this over here as well, but it's just like that, it's just listed out. And like I said, it's hard to read and all that stuff. This makes it a whole lot better. And then it also gives you suggested applications, but they won't be installed, but these are suggested applications you can install, which are not listed in here, I don't think. Let's see. No, it is suggested packages, so npm. So this breaks it down, as well as the version, the size, and all that stuff. So that's super cool that it actually does that. You know what I'm saying? And then the auto remove, it gives you a summary. So auto remove 10 packages, install 5 packages, and then it gives you the total download size and the total space free, which is given down here as well. It's just in a more easier to read format, you know what I'm saying? So this is awesome. So now let me get it out of this format right fast so you guys can see it a little better. And I'm gonna go down and close this other terminal, and let's actually install Node.js so you guys can see the remainder of it. And I'll talk through it so you guys can see what it actually goes through. It shows you the downloading, you know, it's separated, and then it shows you removing those other packages. It's actually removing those packages for us. And it's going through it, and it's simple, you know, it's simple to understand, simple to read. It makes sense, you know what I'm saying? You got your bar with the, you know, how much is actually done, and it's updating as it goes through it. So that's super cool. Gives you the percentages, you know, all that good stuff. So it makes it a whole lot better. And this like little window is the only thing that's updating. You can see that all the downloading is done, you know, up here. And then this is a totally separate area, you know what I'm saying, as it's updating. And typically when you install something on, you know, using apps, you don't see it that way. So that's cool. And then it gives you notices, warnings. I mean, you get warnings as well using apt. It's just basically taking all that information that you normally get from apt when you install something and giving you a cleaner experience. So as you can see, it says finish successfully, so it installed that application. Good to go. So Node.js is installed on here. It's super cool. Now let me clear right fast, because one of the things I wanted to show you guys is the man page for Nyla. So if we type man and then Nyla, it gives you some information on the actual application, a little bit more. It basically gives you a reference on how to actually, you know, use this package. But Nyla front end for lib app dash package, synopsis there, description, and then the commands. So you got your remove, you got your purge, you got your update, upgrade, pretty much the same, you know, options you have in the apt. It just shows it a whole lot better. And then you got your clean, got your fetch. Now one cool thing about it I wanted to show you guys was the history, which is super cool, and the list. We'll go through list as well, but list and history is super cool, like the way it actually looks, you know what I'm saying? And that's, I don't know, that's just something about it that makes it, you know, I don't know, it makes it awesome front end for it. Now let's press Q, and I want to show you guys the history right fast. And all we had to do is simply type Nyla history and press enter. And typically, you know, with most commands, you know, some of the commands like history commands and stuff like that, you don't have to type sudo, it'll bring it up. But this basically breaks down the history of what you've installed. So this is what you've actually installed on the system, and you can actually, you know, call that ID with Nyla. So let's say we want to uninstall Node.js. Let's say we couldn't remember what package it was or whatever. I'm just using that as an example. Well, all you have to do is use that ID number, and you could type sudo Nyla and then history and then undo number 1. And if you, I mean, most likely you'll have a big list of you know, commands that you've ran or installations that you've done. So you'll select whatever ID it is, press enter, boom, and it will go through and uninstall that actual package for you. You know what I'm saying? Super easy process. And this is another way to uninstall packages. I just wanted to show you that, you know, this is a cool, easy way to uninstall. And then also using that history, you know, option that you have there. Now let's just run some of our normal commands that we typically run on Ubuntu to update and upgrade your system. So let's run sudo nyla updates. Press enter. I just wanted to at least show you guys what it does. It shows you, you know, the repositories, all that good stuff, you know, and it makes it look clean for you. And then we have 3 packages that can be upgraded. So let's go on and install our updates. So upgrade, and it's exactly like app. You just put nyla in front of it. And I wanted to at least show you guys this, but it says nyla was unable to determine why these were held. So they were kept back. These packages were kept back. It's probably because I need to reboot or something to that effect. So we're good to go with that. But that's essentially how you do your updates. All right, now let me show you the list option right fast. So let's type sudo nyla and then list. And what I'm gonna do is just list them all out. And what this is gonna do is list every package that's available to you. Now this may take a little time depending on your system. It won't take too long for me. I believe I ran it already, so it's kind of cached, but that'll list out every package. Well, that's kind of not feasible. So let's say we want to look at all the packages that are installed on the system, where there's an option for it. So list -I option or flag, press enter, and that'll list out the applications that are installed on the system. So you can go through and look at this if you ever want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? This option is for you, you know, using nyla as well. So, and then one cool feature about the list, there's another flag as well you could throw out there, but there is a way to look at only the applications that were installed using nyla, and it's -N, and that'll list out all the packages you use using the nyla command that you've installed on the system. So let's press enter, and it should only bring up one, and it looks like it didn't. Now let me try to install something else right fast and see what happens. So sudo nyla and install, and let's install Vim. Boom. I know that's not on here, so let's go ahead and install that right fast. I know it don't take too long to install Vim on the system, and we're gonna run that command again because I'm not sure. Maybe it's because it's I don't know. It's a new, well, not really a newer package. Node.js has been around for a while, but let's run this command again and see what happens. Yep, and Vim was installed using nyla, so that is supposed to work like that. I'm not sure why it didn't show. Oh, and I'm tripping, I uninstalled Node.js. Yeah, I'm tripping, so whatever. Now it's another way to look for, like, list out upgradable packages. So packages that are installed, you can list them out using the nyla command. All you have to do is type list sudo nyla list -u, and that'll list out any packages that need updates. And so Vim needs an update. Well, no, not Vim. What it says, Python 3, you know, installed and then upgradable. So that gives you packages that can be upgraded. So you get to go. I just wanted to, I don't know, show you a little bit more when it comes to certain things. So it's super cool. And with app, yes, you can search for packages. I just wanted to show you guys that you could do the exact same thing using nyla. And all you gotta do is type nyla and then search. And then let's say we want to look for Vim again, which we haven't installed. Let's search, and it'll show you all the packages for Vim, but it looks a little bit cleaner. Looks a whole lot cleaner, to be honest. When you're searching for packages using apps, it's no coloring in it. It's kind of hard to find exactly what you're looking for, and you can just copy a package name and then paste it down here, and you get to go. Because of the colors, it kind of, you know, helps you find certain things. Now that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. Nyla is an awesome tool that I think you guys should install it on your Debian-based distribution. So any of those Debian distributions, you can get this thing installed on, like even Pop OS, you know, Ubuntu, Kubuntu, all the flavors of Ubuntu. You can get Nyla installed, as well as plain old Debian. Just go on and install Nyla, because anything that's using the app package manager, you should be able to install this on and get it, up and going. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave comments down in the comments below. And of course, keep it techie.